Someone gonna give me this video? So Sidney Powell, Michael Flynn's ex-attorney, she's been going around on a litigation tour trying to say there was voter fraud because of this company that was in charge of developing the voting machines because it was originated from Venezuela. She's trying to argue this is why voter fraud occurred because they helped bring the same type of outcome in their very own country, producing the president that they want to see. So now she's trying to say the same thing has happened here. They have switched people's votes. But the thing is, this is where that whole entire theory and just stupid notion can be debunked, because the way Joe Biden won was majority by mail-in voting, ink on paper, which can't be changed. Her very argument is debunkable before it even begins. The way Biden won, mail-in voting, dry ink on paper, which can't be changed, she's trying to say this machine somehow changed those votes, or changed the in-person voting, I should say. When it's time to pressure her and bring about the evidence of everything that she's claiming, she can't do it. But yet she's going around on this litigation tour trying to say it's all happening right now and this is why Donald Trump is still the president. No, it's not. States are beginning to certify their votes to Joe Biden. It's over. But here's the basis of her argument. And then right after she's doing these press briefings and trying to explain her way through them, you have people like Tucker Carlson reaching out to her saying, okay, come on to the show. We want to have you on here so you can show what's happening. She's starting to get mad at folks from the right and folks who actually want to see her succeed. She's starting to get mad at them, basically telling them not to contact her no more or hit her up no more about this, even though she's the one that's still continuously doing press briefings on behalf of the president of the United States. Anyway, here goes the basis of her argument.
And the software that goes in other computerized voting systems here as well, not just Dominion, were created in Venezuela at the direction of Hugo Chavez to make sure he never lost an election after one constitutional referendum came out the way he did not want it to come out. We have one very strong witness who has explained how it all works. He was with Hugo Chavez while he was being briefed on how it worked. He was with Hugo Chavez when he saw it operate to make sure the election came out his way. That was the express purpose for creating this software.
If that's the case, and Venezuela is switching votes, we shouldn't have any type of technology here, and everything that we have here should arguably be taken back. The majority of everything in this country is either from China or from some other country where they're developing technology or any type of tech to be brought into this country. That whole argument is just, it's ludicrous and it's stupid, primarily because she has no evidence to back up what she's saying. Like I said, Tucker Carlson, he reached out to her. He wants her to succeed. He wants to hear what she's saying about this, but yet she can't explain how this is happening. When she was Flynn's attorney, Michael Flynn's attorney, she was actually a better attorney than this in terms of litigation, explaining her way through the process, explaining how they're trying to blackball Michael Flynn because Michael Flynn has information on Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton and other deep state operatives and the intel he was going to get and receive. She actually was great at that moment in time way back then, but now she's making a fool of herself at this point in time. But here goes the clip of Tucker Carlson trying to reach out to her, trying to say, hey, come on to the show. He even said they texted her personally saying, come on to the show, bring the evidence that you have, and we're gonna have you on all week to show what you have. But yet she didn't want to do it. She got mad at them and told them to stop texting her and stop hitting her up, all because they want to get evidence from a legal expert, quote unquote.
Powell has been all over conservative media with the following story. This election was stolen by a collection of international leftists who manipulated vote tabulating software in order to flip millions of votes from Donald Trump to Joe Biden. On Sunday night, we texted her after watching one of her segments. What Powell was describing would amount to the single greatest crime in American history. Millions of votes stolen in a day. Democracy destroyed. The end of our centuries-old system of self-government. Not a small thing. After 4 years, this may be the single most open-minded show on television. We literally do UFO segments. Not because we're crazy or had even been interested in the subject, but because there is evidence that UFOs are real and everyone lies about it. We took Sidney Powell seriously. We had no intention of fighting with her. We've always respected her work. We simply wanted to see the details. How could you not want to see them? So we invited Sidney Powell on the show. We would have given her the whole hour. We would have given her the entire week, actually, and listened quietly the whole time at rapt attention. That's a big story. But she never sent us any evidence, despite a lot of requests, polite requests, not a page. When we kept pressing, she got angry and told us to stop contacting her. When we checked with others around the Trump campaign, people in positions of authority, they told us Powell has never given them any evidence either, nor did she provide any today at the press conference.
Even Trump hasn't pissed off Tucker to that point. When you start pissing off Tucker like that, when it gets to that point to where he's telling you, hey, come on to the show, I want to have you on for a whole entire week, I'll have you on for an hour at a time to where I'm just being quiet, sitting and listening to you, that's how you know you're full of shit. That's how you know you're full of shit. Fox News is the perfect platform to go on to show everything that you have in regards to voter fraud or votes were switched or in which something nefarious or malicious actually occurred and happened. But she doesn't want to do it because she can't do it because she understands she's going to look like an idiot and a fool for an hour or for the whole entire week. But once again, this is the stuff that the Trump base wants to see, that the Trump cult wants to see, which is why Donald Trump is investing in Trump TV. He's going to actually do this. And what way will it look like? We don't really know yet, but it's coming. This is all they care about. This is all they want to see. My biggest fear is this is going to become the norm with U.S. elections. Whenever the other side loses, there has to be some reason why, some valid reason why they lost, not because they just actually lost when it comes to policy or actually being a populist president, because they just lost because of something higher that occurred, something more malicious, something more nefarious, something more delinquent in terms of the intent of the outcome. This is what they want, but there's no evidence showing what they're claiming. You have a good portion of the country that wants to see this type of behavior, this type of idiotic nature when it comes to moving about our elections. The same thing occurred with Russiagate and the impeachment of Trump. This never-ending notion that Donald Trump had been in cahoots with the Russians ever since the 1980s and planning for that very moment in time to where he could eclipse a challenger. That was ridiculous, and this is ridiculous now. So my hope is this doesn't become the new norm, the new thing that happens every single election cycle, because it really takes a toll on our democracy and just the state of our elections. The aftermath after the election, Trump supporters, they certainly reacted well and certainly handled the election results very well. But now I'm about to react to a compilation video of just MAGA melting down, the whole entire Trump coalition melting down because they realized they've lost the election. Get your popcorn ready because this is some hilarious shit.
The Fox News decision desk can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden will win Pennsylvania and Nevada, putting him over the 270 electoral votes he needs to become the 46th president of the United States.
The Biden crime family steal the election. The media's covering up. The Biden crime family steal this election. The media's covering up. The Biden crime family steal this election. The media's covering up. We want our freedom for the world. It was our freedom, Joe Biden. Joe Biden's covering up this election. He's stealing it.
How he was doing it that whole entire reign.
Where were we? What was the last question?
Oh yeah, TikTok, y'all funny, boy. I gotta show my TikTok thread how they were basically trying to say I was wrong and just saying that wasn't gonna happen and it happened.
The media said what? The media said Joe Biden's
Crazy
president.
shit
I want to make you drink Starbucks every day from now until forever, no matter how it
Starbucks
tastes.
every day. What should
That's
I
the
ever
future
do?
they promise.
I don't even drink
Everyone
coffee to
doing
begin
the
with.
same thing.
This is the shit that they are upset
A lot
about.
of you guys who went balls to the wall hard as fuck for Trump up until this election are literally on my timeline saying, you might have a shot, but if Biden wins, you know what the fuck it is! You know what the fuck it is! Do not let these sons of bitches fucking tell you different! You know what it is! Look inside yourself! It was real! It is real! And if you are not willing to fight, then damn it, you are willing to lay down and let these crooks run America. I can't live like that!
I understand, but You can't live like what? Like, I don't get what you're saying. You've been living like that during Trump, so there's no difference.
You know what? It's on. It's on. This is what they wanted for. This is what they pushed for. And all these 4 years, they just push and poke, and nothing's gonna happen, right? We're just gonna lay down and take it like dogs, like get kicked like they've been kicking us. Let one motherfucker come in my face.
That's what really killed me, trying to use your religion to cover up what you really want, which is for the vote to stop, for it to just completely stop happening, mainly in suburbanite areas, mainly in urban epicenters. Just wanting the vote to stop. And then you got these Trump supporters saying we are the champions all together.
For angels
and
are being
another fake
released right now.
preacher.
Angels
I
are
hate
being
preachers
dispatched
that are
right now.
fake.
Hamanda aka ata raka deda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike didi ashada. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus. From South America. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. From Africa. From South America. Angelic forces. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement.
And using religion to cover up your hate.
Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it, do y'all? It's so cute. Y'all so silly. Y'all so silly listening to the media. Y'all really believe CNN? Y'all really believe fake news CNN and fake news Fox News? The media don't get to decide who the president-elect is. The media don't get to certify who the president-elect is. This is not over. Oh, y'all so silly. It's cute. Y'all thought it was over.
Yes, that's definitely a question. But, like, this is an election. They're not going to lie about an election like that to that degree. Very stupid people. In some states saying stop the count, but down in Arizona they wanted the vote to continue, or they really didn't know what to yell.
We push back every agenda that would release a premature satanic agenda in the name of Jesus. Anything that would be of an antichrist spirit, we break it right now in the name of Jesus. Every antichrist spirit, we break it right now. Every antichrist agenda that is being pushed, we break it, we override it, we overturn it, we overturn it, we overturn it in the name of Jesus.
It's not gonna happen, you fake bitch. Ugh.
What was it called by? Oh my goodness, all the networks. Wow. All the networks.
Wow. Yes,
we have to forget about the law.
The election's over. Wow. Yes, the world is crumbling down around us. Wow.
For their evil tricks again. We will not fall for the lies of the Jews this time. This time, we know our war is with them. USA!
I'm not asking for a little sweetheart letters. I'm asking why aren't they demanding the Department of Justice step into a political crime as it appears obviously to many. Thank you, Rick, and I will do just that. And thanks, Rick, for spending your time with us, and I apologize for delaying your legal action.
Destruction! I call Michigan out of all darkness! I call our governor out of destruction and deceit! Richard Whitmer!
They've been calling Michigan to rise up against their governor. But what are y'all going to do? They've already been plotting to kidnap her.
And we will not stand for it! And we are bringing the rule and reign of Jesus Christ!
So So as you can see, just really stupid, fucked up people in the mind. They started spazzing out and melting down after they realized that their guys lost to a senile candidate. They just start melting down and just going crazy. It's over, like it's over. You guys lost because Donald Trump was not the populist this time. Last time in 2016, Donald Trump was talking about, I'm gonna bring your jobs back, Michigan. I'm not gonna engage in those horrible trade agreements that Obama and Biden both engaged in. I'm gonna make sure no one infringes on your rights. I'm gonna make sure no one makes you pay taxes. I'm gonna make sure that patriotism is upheld in America and our culture is brought to the forefront. That's what Trump was in 2016. Now, he tried to double down on the culture wars and not have a populist message, which is why Donald Trump had a lot of people vote for him. Don't get me wrong, he was up there with Biden this time still. Biden just shattered the records in terms of just complete voter turnout. But Trump's numbers were still up there too because he quadrupled down on the cultural stuff and nothing populist this time. Joe Biden said all the things that Democrats want to hear, that Democrats love to hear. So, which is why the whole entire attacking Joe on the whole entire oil situation, that's what Democrats want to see. We want to phase out all these horrible carbons and toxins going into the air. The way they tried to attack Joe just wasn't working. Joe appeared as the working class candidate. He was in favor of a $15 minimum wage during his debates. Joe has said he wants to significantly reduce student loan debt for all Americans. So he's moving in some populist elements. I haven't quite like a Warren Democrat, but just more still neoliberal that is talking populist. Now, will he actually do it? Probably not. He'll probably come in little increments and pragmatic phases. So probably not all at once. So he'll probably sign a couple executive orders rolling back all the things that Trump did on day one, lots of things that Donald Trump did, reverse those things back, on top of signing probably a few good executive orders. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share.